went to school to become a pastor, and I was like, who truly wants to be a pastor? Like, it's a difficult road. And I just turn around and I walk away and I go, idiot.
I agree with that. If you go back to the Bible, almost every man that got called by God was like, I can't do this. Who am I? And you get people nowadays like, oh, I just wanted to be a pastor. I always wanted to. And it's like, no, if you asked me before I became a man of God, and there anywhere in my life I ever decided to say it to myself, I want to be a pastor or a man of God, the answer is no, never. The biggest mistake people make when they say, I'm going to be a pastor, they watch this image that they see on TV, and that's what they want. A pastor is a servant, and that's what people don't understand. Standing behind the altar is just one aspect of ministry. It's when you're giving the people the word that God has given you to give them. But ministry is when you step away from that altar, when people have questions, when people have problems, when people come in brokenhearted, when people come in all types of mindsets and things that have happened to them in their life, and they come in church and they seeking for Jesus, or they seeking for a way out, and you start to give them Jesus. That is ministry. Ministry is going out into, when you go out into the streets and you find these broken people and you start to give them the word of God. And a lot of times you got to nurture these people. You got to bring these people in to hear the word. Sometimes you have to pick them up, bring them to church. Sometimes you got to take them back home. You know, you have to sit down with them. You have to have Bible studies with them. That is ministry. Ministry is not standing behind an altar preaching a message. That's a portion of it. But if that's all you want to do, then you have the wrong mindset for being a minister. Jesus sat on the Mount of Olives. He talked to them. He sat down with them. He preached one time all day long, talking with the people. Then he fed the people at the end. All these things is ministry. Jesus walked from one place to the next place and deal with a whole new group of people. He'd meet people with demons and cast demons out. He'd meet people where their daughter and son had died, and he would bring them back to life. Jesus was ministering all the time. And that's why Jesus said, foxes have holes, birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head.